Hello, sanibonani. Siyanamukela futhi once again kwaMpisane. Welcome to ipage lami or YouTube channel yami as Ulungisile umadlamini wakwaMpisane. I would like to say welcome to you guys and thank you so much for taking your time and watch this video and choosing to just take a moment and click on this video. I would like to say thank you. And if you are new to this page, please do press the subscribe button and also do give this video a thumbs up if you really like the content. And even if you do not like the content, we would like your feedback as well as to how we can then improve in terms of our content or the way we present this content to you guys. Today, I'm a little bit excited because sikhuluma TV show yethu or a reality show yethu around UKUNGENWA. So I always say that whenever these shows are playing, it is then become an opportunity for us to learn, sifunde certain things, and ezinye izinto we are not really are exposed to them because eminye imikhuba yesintu, it's not things that are done in this day and age, and also amanye families will not consider doing their mkhuba leyo. But it's always nice ukuthi sibe aware ukuthi these things are there and these things do happen. So, and I would like to do a commentary on that show called Ukungeno. So the last video that I did around Umgenwa, I spoke more about the conduct of Usiabonga and the fact that I was not happy with the way Usiabonga was conducting himself. To me, he sounded like indoda eyisishimane nje that cannot handle abantu besifazane abayi-two and that doesn't know when to lie. Because honestly speaking, guys, some people are gifted when it comes to lying and they can lie and then you can come out feeling better after they've been lied to. But abanye they can lie and just destroy the relationship that you have or the relationship that you have with others, which I felt the timing and the amount of lying that Usiabonga did, especially in front of his family, MaMkhize, it was not warranted in my understanding because I felt there was the time for him to protect unkosikazi wakhe. So, but the outcome was good because Bawumhlongo could pick up between the lines that Usiabonga was lying, which was good. But today, I would like us to touch on, I'm not sure if it's episode 7 and episode 6, or episode 7 and episode 8, or episode 8 and episode 9. I'm not quite sure with the number of episodes because I really don't count which episode it is. But so the episode after the episode that I commented about, where there was a meeting, then there was another episode where Usiabonga had a meeting with MaMkhize together with MaMkhize. So I felt ukuthi, I feel that a lot of things could have unfolded differently had Usiabonga had that meeting way before things got to where they are now. Because based on that meeting, uMaMkhize was not happy, you guys. She was not happy. I feel ukuthi uMaMkhize felt ukuthi yena she had ipower yokuthi agudluze umem and then abe umain or agudluze uMaMkhize and then become the only woman in Siyabonga's life. Even though yena she was saying something different, but I feel the result that she was hoping for was the result of uMaMkhize saying, I know I can't deal with this man ngiyaphuma in this relationship and then asale yena. And uSiyabonga in that meeting, we made it clear ukuthi phela wena MaMkhize, you are not my wife, you are my brother's wife. The only reason why senza whatever that we are doing, it's because sizama ukukhulisa umuzi. And uMaMkhize did not hear that, was not willing to hear that at all, to a point that she even alluded into breaking up with uSiyabonga and she wanted to include the family ukuthi kuhlatshwe imbuzi yokumkhipha uSiyabonga and whatnot. And for me, for uMamChunu as umuntu wesifazane matured and unkosikazi kabhuti, I wouldn't think, it didn't make sense to me ukuthi why would uMamChunu go ayolala noSiyabonga or ambathe noSiyabonga before they can actually have this kind of discussions. Why? And also, uMamChunu sounds to me like a woman that can do whatever in order for her to achieve what she wanted. So I fear for uMamkhize because I felt like yabona-ke manje, hayi sizobona i-photosynthesis igijima nje kabukabi la i-African science sizoyibona idlala indawo. Because I remember there was a episode where uSiyabonga accused uMamkhize of using African science. So if she really does use it, uMamkhize is really, really in trouble because uMamChunu is not having it and uMamChunu is not happy. But again, conduct kaSiyabonga that led to this point. On the other side, MaMkhize is happy because things are in her favor, but I still fear for her, and I still don't feel Usiyabonga is the man that I want to have in my corner, is the man that I will feel safe around because Usiyabonga is all over the place, you guys. Is all over the place. I even don't think he really knows what he wants at this given point in time. I think he was being introduced in this life of having more than one woman. And because he was introduced into this life and then maybe he started enjoying it and he became excited and things got out of hand. Because now I'll get to the latest episode that we had Ulerat, the Sutu girl that was introduced. If I'm not mistaken, she's living in a Snake Park or whatever the case is. So when I look at that, and I'm like, okay, you already have these two women that you cannot even handle at this stage. And by the look of things, and based on what you are saying, because these women are too much for you. Then having this dead woman that you are introducing into your life, and this woman is hidden, kahle kahle. This woman, nobody knows about her. Only you know about her. Maybe your friends, if they do. But things has got to a point where this woman had fallen pregnant, had a miscarriage, went home to be cleansed. And I understood the fact that Usiyabonga said Abasutu or Abesutu does things differently, but what about his duties as Umzulu? And again, what got me concerned is that on the previous episode, we also learned that uMaMkhize, uBusi uMaMkhize unkosikazi wakhe, had a miscarriage as well. And when look at this episode, it sounds like these two miscarriages happened around the same time. So there are two theories that I have here. And these are just my theories, and they might be correct, they might not be correct. But the first theory would be if if the accusation kaSiyabonga yokuthi uMamChunu is using African chemistry or African science, and uSiyabonga, ama-events indlela enzeka ngayo, it's proof ukuthi uSiyabonga does not use protection. And we can understand that pregnancy does not take indaba ye-African science lightly. Ayikwazi ukuyamukela. So if you go there and you get whatever uMamChunu is using to keep the men, I'm not saying uMamChunu mhlambe might have targeted this woman, but uMamChunu might have been doing things to her, enhance the relationship yakhe noSiyabonga in order for her to keep uSiyabonga. And if that's the fact, or if that's true, then Wahamba then got involved with these women, these two pregnant women. Then what are the chances of this woman not losing those kids? I'm not blaming their two miscarriages on Usiyabonga or anything. I don't know what happened. I'm not a fortune teller. I do not know. But that's a possibility. Possibility number two, Thina as AmaZulu, we don't believe in coincidence. We do not have coincidence. Asinalo ngisho lelo gama lelo esizulwini, asinalo isynonym yakhona, asinalo nje igama elithi coincidence esizulwini. Esizulwini sinomkhokha, sinemlayelo, sinezinto ezenzakalayo because ama-ancestors ethu awekho happy ngendlela esiyi-conduct-a ngayo, okungaba, I don't know how it's called, or it will be called, in English it will be called what, karma? In Zulu, angazi ukuthi singabiza ngani leyo term in one way to say ukuthi because of noma isishawo, yes, let me say isishawo for what has happened or for the way that we've been conducting ourselves. So based on that, based on the fact that we as Zulus do not have equality coincidence, so it can never be that MaMkhize no Lerato will fall pregnant around the same time and then have miscarriages around the same time. It can't be. As Amazulu, for us, we look at that as it sounds like umkhokha, or it sounds like something is not right. And if a trailer of the next episode is anything to go by, or if it's true, that Usiyabonga kind of hinted or alluded to the fact that he has 3 kids with MaMkhize, which means those kids might have been made or they might have been conceived while Ubudika was there. Then will it be possible that Ubudika Siyabonga, wherever he is not happy with Ubudwake right now? Or if that happened, was it done because of a certain medical condition or a certain condition that prevented Ubudika Siyabonga ukuthi aqhubeke abe intimate and produce with MaMkhize, because it's another possibility. And if that's a possibility, it means the family knows about it. But obviously, even if the family did not know about it, I think then the family will be okay about it because Usiyabonga will talk about it on TV. But this is the episode that we've not spoken about, so I don't want to dwell much on it, that we've not watched as yet. I don't want to dwell much on it. I'll record another video once I've watched that episode. But there's also that possibility, guys, yokuthi our ancestors of Siyabonga might not be happy with certain things, or our ancestors of Amhlongo might not be happy about certain things. But also, as amaZulu, we believe in entweni yokucleanse or entweni yokushweleza, entweni yokuphahla, and it has to be done at the right place. For uSiyabonga to speak to uLerato and even suggest that he can find someone ozomcleansa lapha emakhashakasheni ako-Snake Park because uLerato is imfihlo yakhe. As amaZulu, yes, you might have imfihlo, but when things like miscarriages happen, then that's when imfihlo yakho has to come to light, because you guys, we believe ukuthi proper cleansing has to be done for that event not to repeat itself. That's who we are. That's what we believe in as amaZulu. So uSiyabonga, they seem to me like a family that does izinto zesintu the way that they like. It seems like it's their way of life to do izinto zesintu. So uSiyabonga ke to then come and even think of having cleansing yakhe ezokwenziwa wherever just because ufuna ukugcina uLerato imfihlo. I'm worried about that factor. And I worry more for MaMkhize, not so much about uMamChunu. I don't think uMamChunu is even considering of ukuthi abe nenye ingane for uSiyabonga. I doubt she will even be thinking about that. But for uMamkhize, who maybe might be considering ukuba nezinye ingane with uSiyabonga, and with the way uSiyabonga is conducting himself, and ahamba uthatha yonke imimoya, yonke ama-soul ties out there, abuye nawo into uMamkhize, and uMamkhize uzokhulelwa on those conditions. I worry about that aspect as well, guys. And I worry about the aspect of sexual hygiene. Because clearly, uSiyabonga right now, he has been moving around 3 women. And these women are Bazani, which means none of their sexual status are disclosed to each other. They don't know anything. It's just usiyabonga uthatha ngala ise ngala uthatha ngala ise ngala. And that is another worrying factor as well, that I would love to get more detail to find out ukuthi hayibo. Then when they really do find out ukuthi usiyabonga has been busy, and uMamChunu knew ukuthi usiyabonga is busy with uMamkhize and it was okay with her. So I don't feel much for her because yena she knew ukuthi she was kept a secret MaMkhize, and she's still allowed to say and I don't know what was the rush, but she still allowed it. And if was it something that they've done before, obviously, so they had never stopped. But anyway, I'm worried about that aspect of sexual hygiene around these relationships, and I hope as well that when we do these customs or when we practice these customs, we might be honest as well in terms of bringing forward um, uh, factors around sexual hygiene, factors around African science, and factors around the risk that are involved in these things because there are feelings involved here, and certain women. Our full mama second best. No woman wants to be a second best. Some women would want to have a man to themselves, regardless of what the custom says or what the customs expect from them. But once they involve their feelings, then they will want a man to be only for them. So these are my thoughts and these are my concerns around the two aspects. The aspects of Usiabonga's conduct, I'm still not happy. I feel like they just gave a big responsibility to a small boy who is not matured to even handle one woman. And then now he finds himself with two official women in his life, which then excited him. Then he got another woman. And for me, I feel in Dabaga Lerato, it was a man taking advantage of a woman because that woman was in desperate need of Inda Uklala looking for a job in Johannesburg. And this man is here offering Inda Uklala. And most women will also fall into that trap. But at the end of the day, she did make a choice to fall in love with Usiabonga because she's expecting more, and Usiabonga doesn't seem to be interested, which is also another thing that we as women put ourselves into because apparently she continued with the relationship even though Siabonga has disclosed that he has a wife. So those are my thoughts around the issue, guys, and please tell me what you think. And if you feel maybe it might be a coincidence, we shouldn't be thinking much about it. And if you practice amaZulu customs or if umuntu wesintu and believes in amathonga and uphahla, what do you then think about a man having two miscarriages from different women around the same time? What does that tell you? What does tell you about? What do you think also about the possibility that if Umamchunu has African science might have affected these two pregnancies and that might be alarming for the relationship going forward? And what do you think in terms of the motivation around Umamchunu to do African science even more because Usiabong has stated that for him, unkosikazi wakhe is uMaMkhize, which I think uMamCulu did not expect from Usiabonga. So please do comment down below and please do give this video a thumbs up if you feel like the content is what you would like to consume. And also, even if you don't like the content, please do give us a comment down below to tell us what do you think about this. I'm more interested in finding out how this episode is going to end, and I'm also learning in the process, guys. I haven't been exposed to this custom a lot. As I've said previously, it's only been twice where I was being exposed to this, and I was very interested in finding out about it. And also, I would like us to come to speak more around the issue. Please do leave your comment down below. I really appreciate you guys taking your time and watching this video. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe and share the video as well. Please invite more people to please do invite more people to then watch the video as well in terms of you sharing this video so that we can grow, guys. Our growth depends on you, and I love you. Goodbye.